Hello everyone, it's Angel Sora and welcome to Lotus Lessons. So today we're going to talk about Ayatan Sculptures. So right here in my display, these are all the Ayatan sculptures that you can get, as well as the corresponding Ayatan stars that go inside them. So once all the Ayatan stars are in them, they will move, so you can see their full motion here. If you only put part of the stars in, then they're just going to move just a little bit, not as dramatically as they do now. So just to go through them, so you know which one's which. I don't really have a pointer, but I'll see if I can put one up on the screen. So up there on the top left, that one that kind of reminds me of a carousel or merry-go-round, that one is called Anasa. Anasa, out of all of them, is the only one that you can't find anywhere else. It only appears, well, it actually doesn't appear in sorties. You actually get it from a sortie as a chance. Sorties are a special type of three-part mission. I'll go into that in another video, but this is the only, you can only get it as a reward, and it's not guaranteed that you will get this. But this one, because it is, you can't only get it from a sortie, this one will give you the most endo. And endo is something that you use to build your mods and make them stronger and more powerful. And Ayatan Stars and Ayatan Sculptures are a great way to do that. They allow you to either just get rid of the star to Maroo, who we'll visit in a little bit, or we can trade it in to the whole entire sculpture or part of it, and that will give you a certain amount of endo. So the Anasa sculpture has the most. The next one in the middle on the top shelf, the one that has wings, that one is called Vaya. The one after that, that kind of looks like has a little, kind of like, not spider legs, but you know, the little spindly one that kind of looks like it has different kind of wings or clicky things. I call it clicky. That one is called Orta. Then if you go down, you'll see the one that kind of, or at least to me, kind of looks like a head with hair spinning around. That one is called Piv. Then you have my favorite. I actually liked Vaya originally until I saw this one, but this one is now my new favorite. This one is called Sa. Then you got the weird looking one. I personally think it's kind of weird. And if you have seen, I can't remember the name of the anime, but an anime that has Migi, the one with the hand, and it has like a weird creature that that joins in his hand. The name of it's on the tip of my tongue, but either way, it reminds me of that. That one is called Air. And then this giant one on the bottom over here that I could not fit on a shelf, other than the top shelf, but then I couldn't fit the other ones, would be Valana. Now all of those minus Anasa, those you can find randomly on different maps. So there's no guarantee to know when they're going to pop up. It is somewhat rare, but not impossible. I actually collect all of these. I haven't actually exchanged them for endo just yet, because I still have a decent amount of endo. I feel when maybe I run out of endo or getting close to running out, then I'll start trading some of them in. But as of right now, I have a decent amount of endo, so I don't need to trade them in. So I've been collecting them, and the one I personally find the most would be this one up here, Orta. I'm not sure why, it just so happens, but I'm keeping track of which ones I get because I liked them. But I like this organization of these. But another great way to get them on a regular basis, instead of trying to check every single container, is to go to Maroo. Now before we go to Maroo, I wanted to show you in the mod section how you can add the stars to your Ayatan treasure. So you're going to go to your mods, and then you'll see this icon right over here. And then it'll give you a list of how many Ayatan Amber stars, those are the more powerful ones, and the Ayatan Cyan stars, and those are, you know, not as strong as the Amber ones. Then I took out one of my sculptures just to show you. I already installed the stars, but at least you can kind of see what happens and what it looks like. So this is the sculpture, and you can look around it, but if you'll notice on the base of the sculpture, these are where the stars are going to be installed. So normally it's just a blank hole, and if you move your cursor to the hole, it'll say, would you like to install a star? And then you can say yes or no, up to you. So this particular sculpture has 3 cyan, and then it has 1 amber that goes in the middle. And then on this side over here, you'll see how much endo you'll be receiving. So it's 2,700. Now if I only put a few of those, it's not going to equal that amount. It's going to be less. There is a calculation, but I don't think you really need to worry about calculating it. You could just, it just gives you a certain amount of endo. So it's either put some in or not, or you put all of them in. Now to go visit Maroo. So you're going to come up here, and she is located on Mars. And she has a very special relay right over here called Maroo's Bazaar. This is also a great place in case you want to trade with other players too. Besides doing it in the chat, you can also go to her actual bazaar and trade with people. So on the map, when you're looking for Ayatan Sculptures and Ayatan Stars, the stars are going to have its own special little symbol. But
welcome to Maroo's Bazaar. You trading?
Yep.
Or are you looking to pull some endo from Ayatan treasures?
Anyways, but yeah, if you are looking for stars, they will have their own special symbol. So that's why it's easy to find them as well. And you just basically bust open a whole bunch of crates, and you'll be able to find them pretty easily. Sculptures, on the other hand, they do not have their own special symbol, which is kind of unfortunate. You got, cephalon fragments that have their own special symbol. Now that we're, having our personal quarters, you have the Soma cord. Those have their own special symbol. So it's kind of odd, I guess, that the Ayatan sculptures don't have their own special symbol. But who knows? Maybe one day they will. But their symbol right now is the same symbol you'll see for a storage container. So basically you got to go through all the storage containers to see if one of them is the actual sculpture. But anyways, this is Maroo. This is her area. Over here is where people could trade, all around here. But to get Ayatan sculptures...
Bazaar. You've come selling, are we? Okay then, find a shady spot near the tree and let everyone know you're here. If someone sees something they like, it's time to start negotiating. Hey!
Yep.
Welcome to my bazaar.
Anyways,
from all over the system
so
come here to trade.
I want to sell my wares. This is where it tells you what to do for selling your wares. If you want to buy something.
So you're buying? That's nice. Hey, welcome to my bazaar. Tenno from all over
Now,
the system
if I were to
come
click
here
extract
trade.
endo,
Need any pointers?
I would do this, and then it would give it to her. So I'm not going to sell my sculpture just yet because I don't really need to. But if I were to sell, let's say, a star.
That's a fine Ayatan star, but it'd be worth more endo if you used your mod bench to put it in a sculpture. See you around, tin suit. If you're looking for Maroo's Bazaar, you've
But
come
the
to
best
the right
way
place.
to get the Ayatan treasures, or sculptures rather, on a somewhat regular basis is to go here.
So, looking for Ayatan? I knew it.
She
Okay,
has a
let's
special
do this.
mission. One thing I didn't realize when I first wanted to try this is normally a mission would automatically trigger, it would count down, you would go into the mission. And then I'm looking, and I'm like, I see it on the top. How come it's not triggering? I don't know why it has it that way, but I mean, because this is a solo mission, you can't do it you can only do it by yourself. Even though regular missions, it'll trigger automatically, but either way. So you have to go, I'm on the PS4, so I click options, but basically you just need to go to your main menu, And then you'll see, at least on my screen, it says play now. On Xbox or PC, you'll have to do something a little bit different, but your button will be different, but the same idea. You have to click play now to actually start the mission. So I'm going to take you through all 3 maps real quick of the actual process so you can see what's going to happen. Basically, there is a trap. Well, basically, there are a whole bunch of traps. But when you trigger the trap, the door is going to close as fast as it possibly can. Well, not as fast as it possibly can, but you have to get to the exit as fast as you possibly can before the door closes and you can't get through. There are 3 main maps that will rotate every week. So this spawns out on Monday. I didn't put my speed build to go through as faster. That's okay. Now I am using Loki just because he's pretty fast.
We have to win this.
But it's not necessary to use him. You can use any Warframe you want. Though speed frames are more beneficial. I forgot to put the build that I usually like that's much faster than this, but that's okay. This should be enough. So depending on which mission you end up doing, or which map rather you're given, they have, I find some are easier than others, but you need to know how to navigate it a little bit easier. So once you understand how the map works, then you just rush through it. There was one, which I'll show you guys in a little bit, that was like the hardest one for me that I could not get. And that was mainly because my parkour skills are not great. So here's the entrance. So that triggered the door, but now the actual one. Alright, here we go. The door opens. Now this is the final trigger right here. Now we gotta rush through these doors. Oh, yeah, there we go. And you gotta go straight through. We're gonna go up here. And we're done.
Don't look now, tin stuff. There's an Ayatan nearby.
Yes, I can see that. Anyways, so I'm going to put each mission regular speed for me, and then I'm going to try to slow it down so you can kind of see the path I'm going. But it's better just to kind of...
That was a close one.
Yeah. That you could try it yourself, so that way you know kind of how it's doing.
Your job's done.
Yep. Now, if you want to break open a whole bunch of containers, you can. So you have all these extra containers. Just watch out, because again, there's a trap, that centerpiece. If you ever see a button that kind of looks like that, or a highlighted square, I think it's a square, it's usually a trap. Not that it's bad. I have on my Helios, my Sentinel, something that can pull vacuum, that's what it's called, that could pull the items far away so I don't have to trigger it. It's not a big deal. It's basically this death orb. I'm not sure if this is one that has lasers or if it has a pulse where it just slams down. I forget which, but it's not too difficult to avoid, even if I step on it. So for instance, okay, this one's not triggering for whatever reason, but that's okay. Not important. And then it's just a matter of getting out of here. Oh, see, like that. But getting out, you could spend as much time as you need to get out. You don't have to rush.